morning to everyone. For those who do not know me, I'm Andrius Unikas, as this slide says so. I'm from company Teltonika Networks, and I'm representing marketing department. And today, the 9th of July, is a very important date to us because it's the first webinar about use cases. We have called it again July edition. Now, something should come to your head like, so there should be August, September, October, and more editions. Yes, those who have thought so, you are right. There will be August edition and others. So listen carefully, give us your feedback and opinion, vote in poll section after this webinar, and we will come back stronger with more use cases and with those that you have asked for. So as always, in the end of this webinar, we will launch a short poll. And during this webinar, you can freely ask any question in Q&A. Do not forget to write questions in Q&A section while chat to chat area. This webinar will take approximately half an hour. And let's begin. Teltonika Networks Operational Marketing Department was developed only 18 months ago in the beginning of 2019. And what we have done up to this day, we have launched more than 40 use cases already. We are planning to launch 40 additional use cases until the end of this year. So you will have a unique possibility to open our website and find new and found solutions for your market, for you and for your clients also. By the way, do not forget to follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and other social media campaigns. Your help is very important to us. And today, I'm going to present you 12 different use cases from 6 industries, meaning 2 use cases per each industry. You can find all use cases, all business stories, success stories, and industries in our website. But I will remind you, so we have 6 different industries: industrial and automation, energy and utilities, smart city, enterprise, retail, and transportation. Let's start with industrial and automation. According to Fortune Business Insights, Industry 4.0 market in 2018 reached about $80 billion US, while it is forecasted that it will grow up to $260 billion US in 2026. Could you imagine that in 8 years, it will grow up to 4 times? Quite a funny thing, you know, that Industry 4.0 and growing by 4 times. Well, Industry 4.0 is the 4th revolution of the manufacturing industry, which is fueled by data and machine learning. Industry 4.0 offers the latest manufacturing technologies, which provide tools for automation and data exchange. It also provides the opportunity to enhance the operations efficiently and quickly for the manufacturers. Industry 4.0 has a wide range of applications such as sensors, robotics, control, product design, and logistics. Due to this, market is projected to grow rapidly, as I mentioned before. That is why it is very important to join this train and search for new projects and clients in this field. One of the most important topology in this sector is about powder coating system. Well, not so true. Not only about these systems, but this picture perfectly illustrates most of industrial machinery in factories. In most cases, they require a stable internet source and action like an intermediary. So let's take a closer look at how it works. Here you can see that IoT 2.0 is manually connected to the machinery via Ethernet cable. Since IoT 2.0 has 2 RJ45 ports, furthermore, it is equipped with 1 SIM card, which is connected to the internet. Also, our RMS remote management system plays a significant role of monitoring and managing everything remotely. Besides this, IoT 2.0 can freely spread 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi to engineers who are making on-site management, since IoT 2.0 support up to 50 connections at a single time. If you would move further to automation, we must highlight intelligent traffic systems. Nowadays, as the world is moving toward digitalization, more and more devices are connected to the internet. If you are walking down the street, you could easily see many devices connected, starting from barriers to parking machines. The same is applied to traffic systems, which includes traffic lights, speed cameras, LED screens, CCTV cameras, and even laser hate detection systems or cameras. Let's take a closer look again into how RET 955 is connected mostly to these devices. CCTV cameras, laser detection cameras, and speed cameras are usually using RJ45 connection, meaning a simple Ethernet cable. With this, they are quite sure that they will always have a connection. Furthermore, the whole solution is backed up with two different operator SIM cards, meaning that there is no chance that internet connection will be lost. And trust me, you wouldn't want uh, you wouldn't want to drive in Madrid or other huge city center without traffic lights. Also, I have a story. Uh, for example, in our country, in Lithuania, some of the speed cameras are connected with our routers because we have average speed cameras. Furthermore, in my native city in Kaunas, we have traffic lights, which are also connected with our routers because they are smart traffic lights, which are calculating basically how many cars are passing and how often should the red light come on and how long should the green light be on. Going further, the next industry is energy and utilities. The energy and utilities industry globally covers electric generation, transmission, distribution, and retailing. Many countries are now looking for alternative sources of electricity, which includes green energy like water, solar, or wind power. Every year, countries are investing huge amounts of money into the development of renewable energy. For example, in 2017, there was almost 300 billion US dollars invested globally. Furthermore, about 50 nations have over 50% of electricity from renewable resources right now. So to move further to use cases, I have to say that today, the most important part in this market is renewable energy and how to offer a sustainable and reliable product for monitoring the solution. Before we move to one renewable energy type, we have to talk generally about energy distribution. So in this topology, you can see the whole path, how electricity is made and distributed. If we would move to the control part, every base station, substation has their own controller. In the world, there are thousands or maybe millions of substations that are not controlled remotely and still requires an engineer to make the maintenance manually. However, more and more companies are offering a solution to make the control and maintenance easier by installing a cellular router and reaching the whole solution remotely. So in this particular case, as you can see, RET 955 was chosen since it has serial interfaces and support of Modbus RTU protocol, which is needed here because controller usually is communicating via this industrial protocol and supports only serial interfaces. If you would look into remote side, we could see SCADA systems, which is responsible for controlling, maintaining, and sum up in all the information that controller is sending. Furthermore, to monitor how the router is acting and to get notifications, we must use RMS, remote management system of our company, since it offers a very important thing, notifying if something is wrong. Furthermore, you can change and update settings of the router. So in the beginning, I have mentioned that renewable energy is the most important market, and I believe in my words, since again, more and more countries and companies are investing into this segment. This use case is very simple and can be applied to wind power also. You can find that topology in our website, the wind power. Again, the most important thing, the most important part in this topology is the controller. However, the difference is that these controllers are newer than substation controllers, for example, and they are using Ethernet for communication instead of serial interfaces. So in this case, RET240 was enough because it supports Modbus TCP and has 2 Ethernet ports. Furthermore, it is a mobile router, and we know that solar plants are usually in the middle of nowhere. So IoT 2.0 is connected to the internet via one SIM card, and the whole solution is controlled and planned via Solar ERP, which is Enterprise Resource Planning Platform. It gives the possibility to plan all the energy which is made and consumed by the plant. With RMS, you can make historical charts and graphs. You can monitor how IoT 2.0 is acting, and you can make changes to its web UI. The smart city concept integrates basically information and communication technology. Simple, very simple, and various physical devices also connected to the IoT network to optimize the efficiency of city operations and services and to connect to citizens. When you're walking again down the street, you can see many changes that happened in less than 10 years. At least in my city, in Kaunas, I can see more outside digital screens, smart traffic lights, barriers, smart parking slots. All of this is included into smart city concept. Without everything that is happening outside, we can see many new buildings growing. Again, at least in my city, I see many new offices growing. And if you understand that new building requires new elevator, even older buildings requires newer elevators. As in this case, all elevators must be controlled and monitored remotely, since it's crucial to lose connectivity for at least half an hour, 10 minutes. Here you can see how RTX09 is connected to smoke sensor, IP camera, emergency phone, and to the whole control panel. Everything is connected via Ethernet port because RTX09 has 4 of them and 2 SIM cards that can be used with different operators to avoid downtimes. Furthermore, everything is connected and controlled by elevator control room. And RMS, again, is a very important software since it gives a possibility to monitor the parameters of the router and to get instant notifications if something goes wrong. Another hot topic from smart cities are EV chargers, charger management. According to many different sources that you can find in the internet, I can say that EV charging market is growing by about 20-30% each year. Probably more than half of countries across the world started initiatives to offer citizens to use electric vehicle and get a part of its price as a subsidy. And in the future, electric vehicles will for sure take over petrol market. It's for sure. If you would look into this particular case, it was written by my colleagues with the help of our partner in Spain called Circontrol, a manufacturer of EV charging stations. They have chosen IoT 2.0 because it is crucial. It is a crucial thing, intermediary between EV charger platform and the operator to ensure that that company's EV chargers are always operating to their full potential. The router provides a stable and secure connection via LTE to that company's platforms. In addition, Wi-Fi hotspot functionality allows a simple on-site inspection and management of preferred settings. Functionality of IoT 2.0, the size of it, and reliability of all our products, basically were the main factors that our partner chosen, Teltonika. And this router, IoT 2.0, managed basically to address all requirements of the client and lower implementation costs because it's almost plug and play. Also, the additional Wi-Fi access point and hotspot functions were highly desired because there was a need to enable on-site operators to quickly and conveniently inspect and manage preferred settings of EV chargers. Another industry is the enterprise market. Office buildings, very amazing piece of art, at least for me. Different shapes, different sizes. But do you imagine what infrastructure it requires? Hundreds of kilometers of cables, hundreds of relays, transistors, hundreds of internet infrastructure products like routers, gateways, switches. And the most important internet equipment is usually placed in a server room. The most reliable option for remote site monitoring is having basically, a certified network technician on site, all time, 24/7. But it costs enormous money to hire a person or two persons to work 24/7. Most commonly, such engineers are hired by dedicated businesses offering technical support services, which delegate their technical engineers on demand to the location of clients' infrastructure in case the main router is unreachable over its wired internet connection. In the majority of cases, a simple reboot or configuration change is needed. However, the cost, of hiring the certified professional engineer to travel to a remote site, debug it, and solve the problem are significantly higher than upgrading existing PSTN infrastructure to reliable and secure remote access solution for out-of-band management. Multi-megabit speeds, improved response times, wide coverage, and flexibly priced LTE plans make a 4G LTE router a great option for upgrade, not only for out-of-band management, but also for WAN backup, for example. Let's take a closer look how RT 955 is connected to Cisco ISR, the master router. The main task was to connect RT 955 terminal port to Cisco ISR console port. So RT 955 terminal port is RS-232, while Cisco's console port is mini USB. So our clients took adapter from RS-232 to mini USB, made a small configuration, and it worked. So all you need for this solution is RT955, a cable of RS-232 to mini USB, and RMS software system. RMS system is the perfect solution. It supports RMS access functionality, which enables a possibility to reach Cisco's or other brands' console remotely via RMS. So with one software system, you will be able to configure and control RT955, Cisco master router or other company master router, because you will be able to connect to its command line remotely. Another use case shows how many different products you can connect to a single TSV100 switch, which is the first switch of Teltonika Networks. And here we demonstrate how IP devices can be powered by PoE technology, such as IP cameras, IP phones, wireless access points, and access control solutions that can be connected to PoE switch, the same TSV100. PoE technology solves many challenges during the installation process because you don't need any services of electrical installers. Networking engineers can connect and deliver both power and data with one Ethernet cable for PoE compliant devices. In this specific example, the TSV100 PoE switch is connected to our cellular router RTX11. This secure high-performance router is responsible for internet connectivity from wired or mobile sources and is managing and controlling all traffic rules. RTX11 is equipped with 4G LTE Cat6 mobile technology, able to deliver up to 300 megabits over cellular network. Naturally, if the main connection is lost or is unstable, this cellular router can switch to another cellular provider due to its dual SIM and auto failover feature. RTX11 can also deliver powerful wireless services with dual band AC Wi-Fi functionality, along with secure and flexible usage settings and statistics for the users and system operators. Together, our cellular router RTX11 and the latest product TSV100 is an excellent solution for office device connectivity deployment. Retail markets, another industry, retail. So retail markets and shops have a very ancient history dating back to antiquity. Some of the earliest retailers were itinerant peddlers. Over the centuries, retail shops were transformed from little more than rude booths to the sophisticated shopping malls of the modern era. Nowadays, retail market includes various different smart devices such as payment terminals, ATMs for banking, barcode scanners, and more. So let's take a look at ATM connectivity. According to the World Bank, indicate that the number of active ATM machines around the world have grown by more than 125% in the last 5 years, considering the number of ATMs per 100,000 adults of global population. Nowadays, more and more people gain access to banking services and electronic payments around the world. ATMs are being deployed in new and remote areas. Moreover, legacy equipment is being updated with state-of-the-art cash machines. Nowadays, majority of ATMs are using industrial cellular routers with 4G LTE connectivity as a main or a backup source of connectivity between ATM and central system of the bank. Such routers must be highly secure, reliable, and be able to establish VPN connections with advanced advanced firewall functionality, as well as support for multiple remote management protocols. In this particular case, RT X09 was chosen because there is no need for Wi-Fi and it has 4 Ethernet ports and GPS. Why GPS? Well, I have a story that happened in Russia. In this country, there is a trend to steal ATM, and I'm not talking about stealing money from it. I'm talking about stealing the whole ATM, like, in movie Fast and Furious. Furthermore, if you are wondering how the router sends the GPS coordinates when it's detached of electricity, well, just use the battery and that's it. Furthermore, every ATM has CCTV camera inside, and we are working with the biggest security companies who are the providers of these cameras, and they are using our routers to provide internet connectivity. Also, RET X09 has 2 SIM cards, so you can use 2 different operators to avoid losing connectivity. If you lose internet connectivity for at least half a minute, ATM will shut down itself. If you want to turn it on again, it will take up to half an hour, which means many transactions will be lost. Furthermore, all routers support multiple VPNs for security, including OpenVPN, L2TP, and more. Another use case from retail market is the connectivity itself. Most retail businesses are offering multiple means of customer services oriented to engagement and satisfaction. Connected services includes offering public Wi-Fi with captive portals for client engagement, digital signage, screens, people counting solutions, and automated inventory management for stock control and to have more operational control and transparency. Naturally, digital payment options and card payments remain a must-have option in a physical retail environment. As shown in the topology, the POS system, computer, and thermal camera are connected to the router via Ethernet. Barcode scanners and tablet is connected via Wi-Fi to secure private network. As RTX 12 is capable of supporting IPsec, OpenVPN, and other VPNs, companies can configure their networks accordingly by their needs and requirements. Finally, the RTX12 is compatible with the remote management system, which allows system operators to conveniently monitor and manage the whole network remotely. This includes remote configuration, firmware updates, notifications, reports, and much more. All our routers, including the RTX12, are powered by our software RTOS and follow the same product philosophy to be reliable, secure, and easy to use. Public transportation companies, emergency responders, and other automotive application organizations are rapidly evolving their services to accommodate IoT. So most bus passengers today enjoy high-speed public Wi-Fi, pay for tickets online, and track bus arrival times using their smartphone. Moreover, majority of public transportation users cannot imagine their trips without seeing relevant information on bus-mounted digital signage screens, as well as without security cameras ensuring their safety. All of this would not be possible without advanced communication hardware connecting people, equipment, and cloud services into one seamless system. To a single RT955, you can connect camera, digital signage screens, ticketing terminals, and other devices. For example, company in Lithuania is also using passenger counting systems in a bus connected to RT955. Most of the buses has payment systems inside that you could pay for traveling by credit card. Also in Brazil, there's a must to have a panic button connected for security. All of this can be tracked via RT955 GPS, with which you can put a geofencing area, track the location of the bus. Also, our router supports hotspot with default landing page, so you can easily change it and charge money additional for advertising companies. Another use case about transportation is water transport. Boats and yachts are no different from other transportation, but for operations, marketing, and service quality, these vessels needs a robust and easy-to-use solution for reliable internet access. As we can see in the topology, there are possibilities to use different products from Teltonika Networks portfolio, depending on the size of the vessel and the demanded solution. There are numerous applications when internet connectivity on a boat is essential. Weather forecasts, voyage planning, CCTV monitoring. However, when it comes to recreational services, marketing value can be just as significant. With public Wi-Fi service on boat, trip operators can provide additional value to the consumers, while offsetting the costs of mobile data plans with interactive captive portals and digital advertising. Moreover, such tools provide valuable data to help further develop a growing customer base. In the topology on the left, a larger vessel is equipped with our most powerful and most advanced enterprise cellular router, the RTX12, which has 4G Cat6 two mobile modems working simultaneously with load balancing functionality and is able to provide speed up to 600 megabits. As two mobile operators are providing connectivity to the device at the same time. It is possible to ensure an interrupted service and leverage the connection quality between two mobile data providers. RTX12 also has AC Wi-Fi with 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz frequency bands to provide connectivity for all your mobile devices on the yacht. In addition, 5 gigabit Ethernet ports let you enjoy the maximum speed available for multimedia applications. As shown in the topology, the router is also connected to our PoE switch TSV100, which provides data and power connectivity to CCTV cameras for security. Naturally, it is desired to have access to the yacht remotely. So whenever you wish, you could keep an eye on your property as bigger boats and yachts travel further from the shores, where it is harder to get coverage of the mobile operators. Because of that, our routers can be installed together with our MIMO antennas or any other third-party antennas and accessory for better reception. As you can see in the topology on the right, we have a professional cellular router, RT950, which is installed into a smaller boat that travels not far from the shores. Mobile 4G Cat4 router is equipped with 2 SIM card slots, so it could switch to secondary SIM of the mobile operator of the main if the main provider is lost. The signal is very weak or roaming scenario is activated. It also provides managed Wi-Fi service to passengers with captive portal functionality. Finally, it has 4 Ethernet ports for connecting additional equipment like switches or digital signage screens. So this is it. And today, you have seen 12 different use cases from 6 different industries, which included more than 10 products from Teltonika Networks. And almost in every topology, there was our remote management system, RMS. So now I'm asking you, what do you want to hear in August edition? What use cases would you like to hear? I'm launching a poll right now, and please answer it, and we will hear your feedback, and we will update our use cases webinar in August. So take your time. It's a short poll of the next webinar and about this webinar, how we performed, what we need to change to have a better webinar.